Good morning, gents. Hey, it's Coach Tim coming to you with the weekly VIP check-in. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a good week. It is Thursday morning, and I'm coming to you here from about an hour north of Seattle, Washington, where it's just starting to get light. We have had some decent weather this week. I hope you guys are enjoying the spring and being able to do some outside activities. You may be watching this through the VIP email that comes out every week, or you may be looking at this on the Facebook page. And if you're brand new to VIP, welcome. We're glad to have you. We'd like to have you join the VIP men's group. It's a great place to meet some guys, ask some questions, get some tips. If you've got tips needed on form or nutrition or workouts. There's a lot of guys who have a lot of experience in there. Tomorrow is a Friday, and that's the day we post our wins. My win this week is pretty mundane, I suppose, but it's a win nonetheless, and that's just getting the workouts in. We were gone over the weekend for a glamping trip with our trailer and some friends, and so didn't get any workouts in over the weekend, but dove back in on Tuesday when we got back, and planning to do the upper body workout today, and then have a day of rest and recovery tomorrow, which is what I wanted to chat about. Some of you guys are like me. You've got some mobility issues, and maybe it's from a past injury. Maybe it's just because as you've gotten older, you've gotten a little stiffer, a little bit less mobile in certain areas, and it's limiting you in some of your workouts. We have got a great library of mobility workouts. I mean, every Friday and every Sunday in our regular weekly videos, you'll find different types of active recovery programs that you can participate in. But if you look at the video library, you can look through a lot of videos that will help you with specific areas of mobility. Not just stretching, but active mobility where you're engaging the muscles at a light level of effort and teaching them to be functional rather than limited. I know for me, I get a lot of stiffness in my glute medius of both sides, and if those aren't worked on, it can really limit my leg workouts, my squats, the depth of my squats, lateral movement. And I imagine if you've got shoulder issues or core issues or leg issues, you could use some mobility training too. But I wanted to make sure that when we talk about rest and recovery, we don't miss the basics. And that starts with your nutrition. I'm working with a lot of new clients and newer members of VIP, and hitting those macro targets is, for a lot of guys, a constant struggle. And so, hate to hammer on the what seems like the basic foundational stuff, but if you're not giving your body the nutrition that it needs, then you're not going to get the rest and recovery that you need. If your body doesn't have the nutrition that it needs to replenish, then it doesn't really matter what type of video program that you're incorporating for active recovery. Your body needs fuel in order to give your muscles what they need to replenish and build new muscle tissue. And so hit those macro targets. And if you need some advice or some help, get with your coach. Maybe you need to restructure your fasting window in order to eat a little earlier so that you can hit those targets. The other thing that is foundational is our sleep. And need to be trying to get regular sleep patterns incorporated. It's not just getting enough sleep, it's also working with your circadian rhythm so that you're in, at least for the most part, a regular routine of going to bed and getting up about the same time. It'll help your sleep to be deeper. So work on your sleep. Be intentional about your sleep, because a lot of the recovery that your body does happens while you sleep. And that's why it's so important. You'll see a lot of people who are so active and busy and they're pushing themselves, and sleep seems to be an afterthought, but you're going to pay for it. And so incorporate a pattern of focusing on your sleep. So nutrition, sleep, and once you've got those foundations, then work on some mobility. Work on the areas that you need to see increased mobility in so that you can maximize your workouts. You'll find those videos in our weekly programming, and as I said, you can search for them in the library. But don't be afraid to be flexible with yourself and work on the areas that are problem areas for you. For me, I do some mobility work with my hips, but there's a lot of days when it comes to Friday, when it comes to Sunday, I just want a day off. I just want a true rest day. And so I won't be doing any videos on those days that I feel like, you know what, I just need to unplug. This is a rest day. And so my recovery is going to be walking, some yard work, just some more steps, get some active, functional work without necessarily doing a video. But when I do need to incorporate some mobility work, then I'll really get in there and work on those hips, strengthen those areas that are a little bit stiff and hindering me in my workouts. So anyway, press into the active recovery this week. Hope you guys have a great week. Post those wins tomorrow, and let us know if you have questions. We'd love to respond.